How's it going, guys? It's Joe. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another 3v3 Grand Arena matchup, and we're going to be going against the Black Star here. So looking at this gent's roster, he outranks me by about 30k. He's got about 600k more GP, 2.1 top 80 GP. In terms of relics, we're pretty matched up. I've got more relic 7 than he has, although he does outrank me in the lifetime banners. In terms of mods, he's got 6 more plus 20, and he's got 40 more offensive plus 100. So it should be a fairly interesting matchup here, guys. To be honest, 3v3 has been quite tough as of late, so hopefully we get a decent matchup today. So having a look at his stats here and his roster, he's got both Galactic Legends as well as Luke. And in his stats here, he almost always gets Kyber, as you can see. Having a look at his front row, he's got Grievous, Rey and Finn in the bottom. And at the top he's got a Luke-led Jedi, Night Sisters and more Separatists. So we're going to start this off by going against this Finn team. And I was thinking of using my Rex-led clones, however I decided on just using my Vader and Palpatine leadership. And I've got to say, this was a bit of a tough decision, as I placed Shore Trooper here just as a safety net, as I knew these guys would be really fast and I would need a pre-taunt to protect me from that opening salvo. So as you can see, I've got Merciless out in the field now. I almost dropped Resistance Hero Finn with that Culling Blade. So now I'm just going to try and ability block as many of them as I can. Finally get Finn out of the way. I'm going to slowly whittle away at Poe's health and protection here. And we've got a taunt on Finn now. However, we can still apply Force Crush and Merciless here, so we can target Poe. So not the best in terms of banners. I'm not very efficient when it comes to 3v3, I've got to say. And my goal today is to get the full clear and try and get as much banners as I can in the process. And I really like to full clear the first front row in the bottom, and that way we can see what's hiding in the back. So we're gonna go against this Grievous team with our typical Jedi counter. So I decided to swap turn meter with Grandmaster Yoda here at the beginning and try and remove that turn meter from B2 Super Battle Droid. However, that didn't work out for me, so I'm gonna mark B2 here. And when I had a quick look at his modding, he modded for a combination of tenacity and potency for B2. So luckily he's not the tankiest B2 I've come across. So although he is quite tenacious, so I'm not able to stick any of my debuffs or remove turn meter. So now we're going to work our way down to this Grievous. Once our mark arrives, I used mark on Grievous here. And before he was able to take a turn, I was able to stun him here, which is great. Although it's not looking too good in terms of banners. Foresight is amazing in 3v3, guys. It's a very underrated buff, as if you're going against Galactic Legends, Foresight helps so much, is what I've noticed. So I don't think there's any other way of regaining any more protection, so let's just finish that off, and we're going to be going against Rey next. So looks like our opponent went for the double taunt with Galactic Legend. As for now, guys, this is the only counter that I've utilized against Rey that has actually worked. So I'm going to stun Holdo in the beginning, pass some turn meter here onto Kylo, and I'm going to stun Han Solo here. Once Thrawn takes a turn, immediately fracture Rey, and utilize that third ability onto Holdo, siphon a bit, use the mass assist onto Stormtrooper Han, pass some more turn meter onto Kylo Ren, and at this point we're just trying to get our ultimate bar up. We're gonna lose Thrawn here. Rey gets to her ultimate there. We use our AoE and we are at about 78%. So we're going to utilize our ultimate there, and looks like Rey is about to take the next turn. So we lose Hux. And typically in 3v3 this is almost always what happens going up against Rey. So the goal here really is to try and get to your ultimate while she's in the ultimate as well, as that's one of the only ways you can survive that ultimate ability. Or on the other hand, you can always mod Supreme Leader Kylo Ren to be high health as opposed to high offense. However, I've got him modded at high offense at this stage, as I needed the offense primaries elsewhere. So in the back line, he's got a Kylo Ren Unmasked team with OG Kylo and First Order Executioner. So we're going to utilize our JTR here with BB-8. We're going to ability block Kylo Ren Unmasked here and remove turn meter. Get some counter attacks there, which is pretty awesome. Gonna try and quickly drop First Order Executioner here. And this is one of the most reliable counters that I've ever used in 3v3. Although I haven't had much success in 3v3 this time around, as unfortunately I have been going against double GLs and Luke, which is quite tough, as if you place both Galactic Legends, I actually don't have a 100% counter against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren yet at this stage. But hopefully by the time I come across one placed on defense, I will have been able to find a more reliable counter to that team. So as you can see, guys, I'm getting average banners here, just above 50. I'm quite happy with. And looking at the top line here, there's a Night Sister team here, so I decided to use my Kylo Ren Unmasked with Sith Trooper and Wat Tambor. Now this is a pretty solid team to be using against Night Sisters, as you pass that Bactoid shield onto Kylo Ren, and then that weapon tech onto Sith Trooper. You're going to be able to quickly demolish this team for almost 80k damage on a Sarge there, and there's no revives with that weapon tech. So really they're going to be stuck on our Kylo Ren Unmasked taunt there, and we're going to be regaining protection with that Bactoid shield generator. So this is a pretty solid high banner win. So next up guys, we're going to be going against this Luke team. And we're going to be using my favorite squad here, Bastila led Jedi with gas. We're going to be quickly getting rid of Shakti here as she feeds a ton of turn meter onto Luke. And actually this team is pretty awesome. As you can see guys, there's so much turn meter gain that they're attacking so much, and Luke absolutely hits like a truck. But luckily we've got Hermit Yoda here who passes some foresight around as well as healing. So we regained a little bit of our health and protection, and as you can see Luke's still trying to get past that foresight. And we're able to get rid of him here for 53 banners. So as you can see guys, we've saved up a lot on offense as I've learned to do so on 3v3. As if you run out of teams in 3v3, it's going to be really tough to clean up, I find. So when I had a look at the Hux speed here, my DR was much faster than this Hux, so I was quite confident in utilizing Darth Revan here. And looking at the teams we've got left over here, I believe we've left enough offense, although it's a bit questionable in terms of banners as to how much we're going to get. So with the Separatist lineup and Nest, I utilized my Traya. I typically like to save this team for Geonosian. The idea behind here is try and get Nihilus quickly to that Annihilate. And we've got Scion here that can dispel that stealth. Although this Dooku and that Newt are absolutely out of their minds in terms of speed. And we're getting quickly outrun here, losing a bit of our protection with Nihilus and Scion. We finally get to our Annihilate here, so we get Nest out of the way. Newt Gunray revives. Dooku stuns Traya. And we probably really should have gotten rid of Dooku then and there with that third ability. And I was hoping to cycle around one more time. However, I didn't have Isolate up, so I had to use the basic on Dooku there. So we've got a timeout team here in the back with Vandor Chewbacca, L3 and Zalbar. So we're going to quickly get rid of Vandor there with our CLS. We're going to stun L3 here. Quickly try and get rid of her as well. And we've got Zalbar here last. So we've still got a decent amount of health and protection on all our characters, which is perfect. So against this Night Sister team here, we could potentially use our 501st. We've still got Boba Fett. However, I decided to use the 501st here at the top against this Puggle and Droideka. So we're going to stun Droideka with that grenade. Going to pass this turn onto Rex. And we've got a taunt up on 5s. So it looks like our opponent actually saved a ton of his teams on offense here. And I figured he likes to play the efficiency game, as he only decided to beat down my Rey team as well as my Grievous team in the front walls. And I'm assuming he wants to wait it out and see how I fare in my offensive battles. Unfortunately guys, I'm not a big efficiency player when it comes to 3v3. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a mirror match here against Talzin. We're able to stun Talzin there and apply 2 plague stacks. And this acolyte is absolutely tenacious as well. And we've got her hidden behind stealth. We're able to quickly get rid of Talzin there. We're stuck behind that stealth between the zombie and acolyte. So we're just going to wait to cycle around to the AoE here. Bit unfortunate that she survives that AoE and just prolongs the battle a little bit longer, and we've lost all our protection on old Darker as well. So I got a bit of that health back. And here's the ship battle. So I'm not gonna trouble you guys with showing you the entire battle, however it was pretty decent. Had about 3 reinforcements and got 62 banners with using my negotiator against the Malevolence. And that is our final score there, which I think is actually a bit more efficient than what I did last time. And just to show you the defense here, he knocked out my Grievous and Rey team in the bottom. He left my Padme standing, and in the back walls I've got some resistance Geos and Scoundrel. So we'll have a look, see how Black Star fares here. However, it's still been quite a fun GAC, so I hope you guys liked the content today. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, it'll be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.